I'm Tina Hui with Follow the Coin, and we're back after a busy week at Money 2020 on the ground in Las Vegas. It was an incredible event. Lots and lots of people were there, and we can't wait to tell you all about it. Lots and lots of people were there from traditional finance, plus government officials, even the FBI, and Bitcoin had its own track called the Bitcoin World. And I tell you what, folks, if Money 2020 is an indicator, Bitcoin is definitely disrupting money. Attendees were remarking that last year, Bitcoin really didn't have that great a presence. It was just sort of like an inkling. And then this year, we have an entire track full of different panels and speakers and events. Even more interesting, it was noticed by more than just a few of us that a third of the panels that didn't even have anything to do with Bitcoin actually had Bitcoin in the content. Speakers, bankers, financial services, everybody was actually curious to learn more and more about Bitcoin and the decentralized Bitcoin 3.0 technology that is looking like it'll be a huge deal in 2015. Ben Lawsky had a keynote where he talked about the Bit license, and it was really interesting. Basically, he's saying that the Bit license is in review as we speak, and they've taken all of the comments from both of the 45-day comment period, and their team at the New York Department of Financial Services is actually trying to figure out how to make sure the Bit license is fair to existing companies and new ones, including consideration for startups. What they're doing with that is they're actually going to have a temporary Bit license that they're going to issue to folks. It's pretty interesting. If you're a small business and you are wanting to get into Bitcoin, you can actually apply for a temporary Bit license, and it will supposedly be a lot less strict and be a little bit more friendly for those just starting out. Meanwhile, it seems that his team is actually working furiously to come up with the draft so that they can actually publish that in late December. They are all anticipating that by early January of 2015, there's going to be a Bit license live and in action in New York City. While we were at Money 2020, several announcements were made. One being that Boost VC, the startup accelerator, committed to funding 100 Bitcoin companies in 3 years. The Follow the Coin just graduated from, right before Money 2020, has closed $6.6 million in a funding round. Who's included in the round? Mark Andreessen, Ben Davenport, former American Online CEO Barry Schuller, Rothenberg Ventures, Maven 2, Kilowatt Capital, and more are among those that invested in the fund. Pretty exciting news. Boost VC founder-in-chief Adam Draper is quick to point out that the fund's investors and the caliber of them is validation to the industry of Bitcoin as quality investors continue to invest in the space. In his own words, Boost VC's goal is to always provide the companies with the best network to make their company the best it can be. Boost VC and its investors are keeping with that vision and can provide experience and guidance and brand recognition for the startups. Basically, it'll put you on the map to success. Their focus over the past 3 years was to find the most innovative people starting world-changing companies. And Boost VC isn't just interested in Bitcoin. They're also interested in everything from enterprise to rockets, 3D printing, to, of course, Bitcoin. And we gotta say that Money 2020 and this new investment that keeps coming in are actually great examples of the possibilities and potential that Bitcoin has. Scale, usability, and security problems are all areas of opportunity in the Bitcoin space. High on their list for investments are companies focused on the blockchain and services surrounding Bitcoin that support the ecosystem but can also translate to other industries, such as compliance. Boost VC just graduated its last tribe, 23 companies making great innovative things happen. We're going to do an in-depth story on all of those companies, but in the meantime, we gotta say, it was a privilege and an honor to be able to build our company along with all of their great companies. Of the 23 companies that Boost VC graduated in Tribe 4, 15 were focused on Bitcoin alone, including Filecoin, Hedgie, Pylon, BlockScore, BlockCypher, HashRabbit, ZapChain, Palarin, CoinHako, Align Commerce, Atlas Card, CoinMotion, Orboros, and Seeds. Way to go, Boost VC. Congratulations on the funding, and we can't wait to see what other companies you keep accelerating. And to reporting back to everybody about the 250 companies in your portfolio by 2017. What a goal! Boost VC was funded early 2011, and since then, 69 companies have been accelerated via its program, 95% of which are still in business. Those are some intensely awesome metrics, folks. Another thing that occurred last week while Money 2020 was going on, BitGo, the Bitcoin security platform and multi-signature technology provider, announced a partnership with TeraExchange, a swap execution facility, or SEF, for Bitcoin. What does the partnership mean? It means greater security in Bitcoin derivatives trading and will enable both companies to provide multi-sig blockchain-based custodial services for USD and Bitcoin swaps executed on its trading platform. And this unveils the first US regulated Bitcoin swaps exchange. And did you know that Tera Bitcoin Price Index is the only regulated global benchmark for USD and XBT contracts? In fact, on September 13th, TeraExchange received regulatory approval from the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, and became the world's first regulated platform for Bitcoin derivatives with a spot Bitcoin index. A month later, the exchange announced it had fulfilled the world's first Bitcoin derivatives trade made between digital BTC and a hedging counterparty. The SEF will use the blockchain and BitGo's multi-sig security platform to replace the physical third-party custodianship model, and both parties' authorizations will be needed to execute funds. TeraExchange participants will get a BitGo enterprise account and will have to establish a multi-sig custodian wallet. According to the companies, this collaboration will allow TeraExchange to become the industry's first and only player to enable its clients to collateralize Bitcoin derivatives trades. The co-founder and CEO of BitGo, Will O'Brien, made a statement saying TeraExchange has proven to be a key player in the Bitcoin derivatives market with the launch of their regulated platform last month. Thus, they are excited to be at the forefront of this fundamental shift in how the blockchain with BitGo multi-sig wallets are used to safely hold collateral for those types of swaps. Meanwhile, the president and co-founder of TeraExchange, Leonard Nuara, believes the relationship with BitGo fills in the missing piece of the Bitcoin derivatives trading workflow, adding that market participants can now trade with the confidence of knowing that the required collateral is in place, which serves to create a sage and sound marketplace. These are really great innovations in security for Bitcoin, folks. In another statement, the CEO and co-founder of TeraExchange, Christian Martin, also adds that historically USD or other fiat currencies, US Treasuries, and investment-grade debt has been used to collateralize trading activity. Now, in addition to XBT being included in that menu of collateral, this is also the first time that the blockchain is serving as the collateral repository for a regulated product on a regulated exchange. TeraExchange and BitGo have already enrolled their first market participants, which include digital currency company Digital BTC and provider of blockchain-based reward programs Ribbit.me. The combination of TeraExchange and BitGo, according to Ribbit.me's CFO and co-founder Gregory Simon, is powerful. In his statement, he says that the new marketplace enables them to hedge their BTC price volatility risk, and BitGo's service gives him the peace of mind that his company's Bitcoins are stored on the blockchain with the industry's best security technology and standards. According to Martin, TeraExchange's expansion plans include adding other currencies in the near future. He added in Southside Technology that the entire cryptocurrency or digital commodity space is an area that we think has a great deal of growth potential over the next many years, and they're excited to be an essential part of the growth. Way to go on the new announcements, folks. This partnership is definitely in line with everybody's efforts in 2015 in the Bitcoin space. The only thing that's for certain these days is that Bitcoin is definitely maturing. Bitcoin 3.0 is a term that was thrown around quite a bit at Money 2020, and everybody is super excited about all of the innovation and possibility that the cryptography of the blockchain can lend to financial partners, smart contracts, and the like. It's a pretty exciting time. We were able to catch up with many of these CEOs and founders at Money 2020, and we will be unveiling those exclusive interviews with them shortly. And lastly, we all know the Silk Road 2 is making all of the headlines right now. So Follow the Coin is going to dig into that story and get you the details in a hot second. Interesting word on the street is that this guy has definitely been in the tech space for quite some time. And the rumor is he's likely to get sentenced with life in prison. Alright folks, that's it for this weekly roundup. We've got more coming up with the Silk Road, Spondoolies Tech, and more. So stay tuned and we will be back shortly. If you like our show, please do hit the subscribe button. We love engaging with you. Alright, we hope everybody enjoys their Sunday and has a great week ahead. Bye guys. Thank you.